Real quick before we begin, so I'd like to give a massive shout out to all the homies on Patreon who chose to support the cult and keep the lights on. If you want more information on how to support this channel and get your name up here with these fucking chads, check out the video description. There's a gauntlet before this fight. Run to the ramp while gathering all these mobs and then kill them. You can break combat at the top of the ramp before pulling the boss, but please go fast because the mobs respawn. Reliquary of Souls has 3 phases with all different mechanics. Once you get one boss to 1 health, there will be an intermission with these little ads that restore your raid's health and mana. Then phase 2 will begin, then another of the same intermission, and then phase 3, and then you win. Each phase has a shitty aura debuff that they put on the whole raid. Phase 1 reduces everyone's healing, regeneration, and armor by 100%, meaning nobody can be healed. Instead, healers just look out for soul drain and dispel it immediately. When there's nothing to dispel, help DPS the boss since you can't heal. Note, power word shield still works, so you should keep it on your tanks at all times. There is no threat that the DPS needs to worry about in this phase. Whoever is closest to the boss actually has the aggro. Tank swap when your tanks get low by having their off tank scoot on up and your main tank scoot back. He will also cast Enrage. Your tank can survive this by himself, but it's a lot safer to have a rogue grab the aggro and pop evasion. Melee DPS just attack for max melee range. Range DPS just pump. You've got nothing to worry about here. Phase 2 shitty aura debuff increases your healing by 100%, however reduces your mana and reflects half the damage you do back to yourself. All DPS, especially warlocks, need to be careful because you can and will kill yourself if you're not careful. So pay attention. Set up an interrupt rotation for Spirit Shock, otherwise it'll hit your tank for 10k while also blinding him for 5 seconds. A rogue with PvP gloves can cover most if not all the interrupts. It's a fast cast at about 1 second, so have a warlock keep up Curse of Tongues to help you get the kick off in time. Periodically the boss will cast Rune Shield, just have a mage spelled still it fast. Lastly, the boss will cast Deaden, which makes the target take 100% more damage. Have your prot warrior spell reflect this, so the boss takes 100% more damage instead, and then blast while making sure you don't kill yourself. This phase is very healing intensive, and the healers will have to have their hands full, so the DPS need to be nice to the healers. Be careful not to kill yourself. Phase 3 shitty aura debuff increases the raid's damage, however it also does damage to the raid, and both of these effects ramp up over time, acting like a soft enrage. Healers must quickly top off whoever gets spite before spite hits and then after spite goes off, as it does a ton of damage. Tanks make sure nobody else is in front of the boss for soul scream, which actually does more damage the more of your power resource you have. Warriors can stance to drop rage before it goes off, bears can power shift, and pals can dump mana. It's very important in this phase not to pull threat or over aggro, because every time the boss changes targets, she puts a raid-wide debuff that will increase everyone's threat by 200%. You can use this debuff to your advantage at the start of the phase by having all DPS not attack, send your off tank in to start, and then have your main tank taunt. Then the tank will have 200% threat build up while all the DPS wait for the debuff to fall off of them, and then once it does, blow lust, pop your cooldowns, and kill this boss before he kills you. Good luck and peace.